Puberty does not happen in the early stages of life, years 1 through 8, or the later stages of development, years 20 or older. With new molecular genetic studies, scientists attempt to identify specific genes connected to the entering and progression of the all-too-mystifying puberty. Puberty is identified as regularly occurring between 9 and 16 years of age. Environmental factors can affect the onset and duration of puberty as well.
These powerful chemical substances secreted by the endocrine glands are carried through the body in blood. There are two different classifications of hormones for boys and girls. The male classification is known as androgens, while the female type is known as estrogens. These do function more in one sex than another, but know that both are produced together in males and females.
This is an androgen that plays a key factor in male pubertal development. As development occurs, rising testosterone levels lead to more physical changes. This includes the development of external genitals, increased height, and voice changes. Testosterone levels also connect these physical changes to the cerebral features of increased sexual desire and activity.
Dark sauce. What a pleasant surprise. This morning's full of surprises, Leonidas.
We've been tricked. We wouldn't feel under it. This is a surprise.
Silence. We heard Sparta was on the warpath. We were eager to join forces. If it is blood you seek, you're welcome to join us. But you bring only this handful of soldiers against Xerxes? You see, I was wrong to expect Sparta's commitment to at least match our own. Doesn't it? You, there. What is your profession?
I'm a potter.
And you, Arcadian, what is your profession?
Sculptor, sir.
You?
Blacksmith.
Spartans! What is your profession? See, old friend, I brought more soldiers than you did.
Man, I'm starting to get some hair in weird places. My dad said I need to start shaving my peach fuzz, but I don't really know how to shave. Anything happening with you?
Well, my dad's like 6'3", and I'm only 5'2" still. But I have noticed some cracks in my voice. I feel like I can't read out loud in class without embarrassing myself.
Dude, I've grown like 3 inches this year. Hopefully I could start on the basketball team.
Estradiol is an estrogen that is the main factor in female pubertal development. As these levels rise, the evident changes of breast size, uterine development, and skeletal changes occur. However, the hormones contributing to a sexual desire and activity in girls remain unclear. Like I mentioned earlier, in both sexes have an increase in these hormones during puberty. In one study, testosterone increased 18-fold in boys, but only 2 times in girls.
Woo!
My stomach hurts so bad. I think I might be starting my period soon. It's so embarrassing.
My breasts are starting to get bigger. My mom bought me a bra. Do you think the boys will start talking to me more?
I don't even want to talk about boys. Jared told me my legs were hairier than his. What a jerk.
The hypothalamus is a structure in the higher portion of the brain that regulates nourishment, eating, drinking, and sex. The pituitary gland is the endocrine gland that controls growth and directs other glands.
The gonads are the sex glands. The testes in males, the ovaries in females. The endocrine system works through the pituitary gland, sending signals via gonadotropins, or the hormones that stimulate sex glands. These signals are sent to the testes or ovaries to manufacture the hormone. With help from the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland detects hormones have reached full functionality and maintains this with added gonadotropin secretions.
FSH stimulates follicle development in girls and sperm production in boys. LH regulates estrogen secretion and ovum development in girls and testosterone production in males.
The negative feedback system works much like a thermostat where, if the sex hormones rise to an irregular height, the hypothalamus and pituitary gland reduce the stimulation of the gonads, decreasing the production of sex hormones. But if the hormones fall too low, they increase the production.
We know that the pituitary glands release gonadotropins, which trigger activation in the testes and ovaries. Through interaction with the hypothalamus, the pituitary gland also produces hormones that lead to growth and skeletal maturation, either directly through the thyroid gland, located in the neck, or through cortisol, a hormone secreted by the adrenal cortex, influencing growth, as do testosterone and estrogen. Adrenarche triggers changes in the adrenal glands, just above the kidneys. This usually occurs in ages 6 to 9 in girls and 1 year later in boys.
Gonad arc follows adrenal arc by 2 years, the typical time for an apparent puberty signs to become evident. This involves maturation of primary sexual characteristics such as ovaries and testes, and secondary sexual characteristics such as pubic hair, breast, and genitalia development. Reactivation of HGP occurs here as well. There is a slight difference in timing among different cultures, 9-10 in Caucasian girls, 8-9 African American, and for boys, gonad arc begins around 10-11.
Menarche, or the first menstrual period, begins in mid to late gonad arc for girls. In boys, spimarche, or the first ejaculation of semen, occurs in early to mid gonad arc.
So I was talking to this guy last night. His parents are going to be gone. He's having people over. They said there'd be alcohol and maybe some drugs. You want to go?
Yeah, totally. I partied last weekend with those guys, and it was so much fun. They gave everybody drinks, and everyone was hammered.
It's totes going to be a good time. I went there a couple weeks ago, and it was awesome. We smoked and we drank.
Oh, my goodness. I smoke all the time. I hope Vince is there, too. We were hitting it off last weekend, and I think he wants to hook up.
I think he's going to be there. You should definitely do that. So I was talking to this guy last night. His parents will be out of town. He might have people over. This would be alcohol and there'll be maybe some drugs there. Do you want to go with me?
I don't know. Partying really isn't my scene.
It's totes gonna be a good time. I went there a couple weeks and it was awesome. We smoked and we drank.
But I don't smoke or drink. That stuff isn't good for you.
What if Vince is there? I heard he likes you.
He does stuff with every girl, and I'm not like that. You can go, but I'm not going to.
Fine.
Fine.
Alright, dude, Billy's having people over. You in?
Dude, you know I'm always down for a party.
Awesome. His buddy's getting us drinks for the party, so you know it's going to be a good time.
Can't wait. It's gonna be one hell of a night.
Dude, Billy's having another party. You coming?
Dude, I don't know, man. I'm not that big in a party scene, and I don't drink that much.
Come on. They're getting us stuff, and you'll have a great time. We all will.
I'm sorry, man. I think I'm gonna pass. I don't want to start this. I don't want to start that stuff. Have fun.
Fine.
Fine!
Fine.
So tell me a little bit about yourself, your work life, perhaps.
Work is really rough. Why can't I get a promotion? I've been working so hard and nothing is going well for me. I knew I shouldn't have listened to Jessica about that investment in the purse business. It was so risky. Plus, I can't even maintain a boyfriend. I just don't understand.
So tell me a little bit more about you.
I can't believe I'm about to finish college after 4 years. I've had such a good time here, and I'm going to miss this, but I'm excited to get out in the real world. I feel like I've learned what I needed to learn, and I'm ready for my future. So, how's work going for you?
Work's awful, man. I need a cigarette. Why is business so stressful? I do everything my boss tells me to do, and he can never be pleased. Sometimes I think I should just take a break from everything. At times I think the drugs are what's going to get me through the day.
The way a person sees their body going through puberty varies from person to person and from gender to gender. A girl going through puberty is more likely to be unsatisfied with their body because of the increased body fat. Here's an example.
So, Jasmine, how are you?
Lately, I don't feel comfortable with my body anymore. Clothes don't fit right. My stomach keeps on getting bigger and bigger. I don't understand. Why can't I be skinny like Becca? Guys, on the other hand, are more likely to become happy about their body because of their increased muscle mass. What's up, Pete? Looking big, man.
I know. Dude, check out my arms. They're definitely bigger than yours. I started doing some push-ups and pull-ups. I'm actually getting some muscle. This is freaking awesome.
As the teen experiences these developments physically and mentally, they are faced with the question of, who am I? The teen's physical appearances and their activities help determine what they believe they are.